Bella Thorne has a possible new romance with an NBA player.
Oprah's running for president! Finally!
Hello. I would vote for that.
I would
And we are hearing all about Ariana's man, Mac Miller. It's happening right now on Hollyscoop Daily Rewind. Hey guys, welcome to Hollyscoop Daily Rewind. I'm Heather Gardner.
I'm Stephanie Gray.
All right, Bella Thorne. She has been crazy, racy all over social media lately, and now we assume that she has a new man.
I mean, we are assuming that, but I think that going to someone's basketball game and fully decked out in their jersey with their name painted on your face,
on the face,
is a little more than what a fan might do. I'd say that's
so. That's why we're making the assumption here, right?
Yeah.
Also, I mean, this kind of seems like it's out of nowhere. Like she wasn't with any. Well, she was kind of with Charlie Puth, and then she was kind of like back with Greg a little bit, and then out of nowhere, she's like decked out. It almost seems a little stalkerish to me, if I'm being completely honest here. She was supporting.
I'm happy you mentioned that because I know it seems stalkerish, but you know what I sort of thought?
What?
It seemed manic. Like it seemed a little bit like Britney Spears during her spiral down when she started doing weird stuff, like jumping out of the car in her bra and underwear and running into the ocean.
I mean,
like
Bella's
manic.
been doing those things
I think she's kind of doing a lot of drugs. I mean, I don't mean to
really
judge.
think so?
I'm not saying everyone who dyes their hair a weird color is doing drugs, but just when you look at these Snapchats she took at the game and like her getting ready, and you can see she's partying and she's just like doing weird stuff in the bathroom, being like, silly girl. Like she just seems like she's not all there right now, like drugs are involved. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
So really wondering what this NBA player Chandler Parsons is thinking about all of this, because that's the man for the Memphis Grizzlies.
He's so hot. Did you look him like
yeah,
if there was a dream man for Stephanie and not my boyfriend, this guy. Not just because of how he looks. Go to his Instagram page and you'll see he is funny and how he looks.
And we're like, what's he doing with Bella Thorne?
I think he likes the attention. I think he kind of is into this fame thing. He keeps up his Instagram feed.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, anyway, possible new relationship there. We're gonna have to watch her Snapchats like for real.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving along to the presidential election, because we didn't just have one of those. We're already talking about the next one 4 years from now.
Or possible impeachment.
Well, that doesn't come with an election though, unfortunately, because Oprah Winfrey has decided she just might run for president.
It's about time. I think someone asked me a while ago if anyone in the world could be president, who would you want to be president? And I literally said Oprah. Yes. Let's pretend the world or America. America was Weight Watchers. Look what she's done with that. Stock went up.
What?
She's skinny. Everywhere. I really feel like she knows what she's doing.
Here's the thing, though. She was just on the David Rubenstein show, and it was just something that he presented to her, and she said this: I actually never considered that even being a possibility. Because, and then this is where it gets great, and she mentions hints that she might want to do it and totally shades Donald Trump in the process. Watch the clip.
You don't need government experience to be elected president of the United States, right?
I thought, I don't have the experience. I don't know enough. I don't know. And now I'm thinking,
all right.
I mean, that's hilarious.
I mean, if anyone's gonna throw shade at Donald Trump, it better be Oprah Winfrey and Meryl Streep.
Oh, gosh.
The two most widely looked up to women.
Here's the thing, though, and I think she makes a really good point. Even though she was joking and she was, shading Donald Trump a little bit, we have come to this era in American politics where you don't need experience.
Which is bad in a lot of ways that we're seeing, but it can also be good because
if we had someone like Oprah who actually does things for people and who is considerate and charitable, if she was in that seat rather than Donald Trump, I think it'd be a completely different thing.
And it does show that anyone can be president. Look at that opportunity. Someone on a friggin' reality show who owns some hotels can be president. So we should at least look at that in a good way.
I'm ready to be president then, since no experience.
Vote for Heather!
No, that's a terrible idea.
Vote Heather!
No.
Give me an H!
No.
Give me
Ariana
an E!
Grande is opening up about her man, Mac Miller, who she's been dating for quite a while now.
Right.
Again, one of those relationships that kind of seemed like out of nowhere because she had just broken up with her previous man, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, her backup dancer, hello. But I love that she's finally like telling us it wasn't like this sudden thing. She said, I met him when I was 19. We have loved and adored and respected each other since the very beginning, since even before we met, just because we were fans of each other's talent. That's pretty sweet, actually.
Can I just say we were fans of each other's talent?
Well, he's a dancer and she's a singer.
I know, but if you're being modest, you could say fan of each other's work.
Oh,
she's like admitting that she's very talented.
You are latching onto the smallest little bit here.
I am. I kind of think she's a brat, and I tend to do that. I like really am biased, so sorry in advance, guys. I know I'm biased.
I think it's really cute, though, that she's telling us a little bit of the inside stuff because we can see their adorable pictures on social media. We see them on Instagram. It's really, really cute. So I like that she's like opening up a little bit.
Do you think if you meet someone and it doesn't skyrocket and take off right away, that means they're not the right one, even if it picks up later? It's like, well, it didn't work in the first place, so it must not be real love.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think that there's examples of both of that working.
Because there's examples of people who break up and make up and then
they
get
back together.
for 30
Yeah,
years. So
exactly. I mean, I think there's all kinds of scenarios. But I just really am happy that she's opening up. She's a pretty private person. I feel like we don't hear a lot about like her personal life.
Yeah.
Especially her romances. So I'm glad that she's like letting it all out there in Cosmo magazine. Okay, another person who's just letting it all out there, Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston, two people who have split and maybe coming back together to answer your question.
I guess now he's texting her, rather.
This is a rumor. And I'm not sure it's true or not. I'm
I
not
could
sure.
see it as being true. I mean, he's in a vulnerable state, no more Angelina. And if you ask me, I know this is my opinion, guys, my opinion. But if you ask me, Brad kind of seems like the guy who's a wingman to a girl. Like he seems to conform to whoever he's with a little bit. And now that Angie's out of the picture, who was the last girlfriend he was? Jen Aniston.
Girlfriend, they were married for 8 years.
I
guess,
My goodness. Yeah, like last woman was Jen Aniston, and I think as soon as there's another girl for him to latch on to, bye Jen. Like he just needs a woman.
Maybe, but here's what the source told Us Weekly. Brad tracked down her number because they don't talk. They've been divorced since 2005, so it's been a
little messy.
long time.
I don't know if you saw.
It's a little bit messy with the whole Angelina cheating thing.
Yes.
Okay, but Brad has confided in Jen, according to the source, and told her that he's having a hard time since the split. They've engaged in a few texts reminiscing about the past.
Right.
This is why I don't believe it, because Jennifer is married to Justin Theroux.
Yeah, but I don't think Justin has any reason to think that Jen's gonna get back with Brad. That was so messy, so many bad feelings.
But exactly, it was so messy and so many bad feelings. Like, why would she even engage in conversation
Because I feel like,
him?
honestly, because I feel like it's been enough years and they've both had such separate lives now, and because she is with someone else, now they can be friends again, but they can't get back together again.
I don't think so. I think, honestly, like, I'm just gonna throw it out there. If I got divorced from my husband, I don't think I could ever just be friends with him. Whether it be feelings from one spectrum or another, there's always going to be some sort of feeling there, and I just don't know that I could ever just be friends and just text and have it mean absolutely nothing.
But people do it. They do it.
Yeah,
and honestly,
but are they lying to themselves and thinking there's no connection whatsoever? Like we're strangers again? You'll never be strangers again.
Yeah, but okay, so here's the thing though. Brad's the one who dumped her, right? So I feel like in a weird way, this is like to your argument, that Brad is the one who could be able to be friends with Jen because he was the one who was over it in the first place.
But then what is she doing?
I could see that Jen maybe would have a harder time being friends with Brad because she was still into him when they ended. So
they were married.
To your
he
point,
cheated.
Jen, watch yourself.
Exactly.
Watch what you're doing.
I personally don't think this is true. I think it's just gossip, but we want to hear what you think about not only this story, but about Ariana and her man, about Bella and her possible new man.
So many feelings.
And hello, should we all go ahead and get the little buttons that say vote for O? Let us know in the comment section below. Do not vote for me. I will not be running for public office anytime soon. Subscribe to our channel, comment below, ignore Stephanie, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Heather!
No.